Welcome to video 2. Over the next 5 minutes, I'm going to teach you how to figure out what dreams you want to chase in your life. Let's get started. Finding your dreams has both external and internal components. So let's break both of them down. Externally, finding your dreams is a process of experimentation. All right, I want to run a thought experiment with you all. Imagine that you have 1,000 cups sitting in front of you right now. All plastic, all red, all filled with drinks that you have never tried before. Each drink has its own unique flavor, its own unique fizziness, its own unique color. Now, looking at these 1,000 cups, if I asked you to pick your favorite one, I said, which drink would you like the most? You would look at me and go, Jack, that's crazy. How am I supposed to know what drink I'd like if I haven't tried any of them before? Do you see where I'm going with this? In life, we are petrified of experimentation. We're petrified of trying new things. Social media every single day presents us with an endless list of dreams that we could go after and chase, but often we're too scared to even go out and try them. So step 1 of finding your dreams is being willing to experiment. I always like to say, imagine if you dedicated just 3 hours of your week to trying 3 new things. On the first hour, you could try stand-up comedy. On the next hour, you could try your hand at learning a new instrument. And then on the final hour, you could try that business idea that you've always had seeded in the back of your mind. And if you did that every single week for the 52 weeks of the year, you would dedicate 156 hours to trying 156 new things. Odds are one of them is going to be that big, grandiose dream that's going to bring you a great deal of fulfillment. Now, here's the second step. Internally, it's about seeking boredom. In a study conducted in 2015, participants were simply asked to sit in a room in silence for 15 minutes. And in that room sat in front of them a button. And on that button, if they pressed it, it would elicit a small electric shock to spark them up. For the allotted time of 15 minutes, participants were told that they could press the button and elicit the shock if they felt like it. So what happened? Across the participants, 25% of females and 67% of males chose to elicit the electric shock, despite saying beforehand they would pay anything not to be shocked by this electric button. What was clear from this experiment was that the last thing people want to have is to be left alone with their thoughts. Why am I telling you all of this? Well, finding your dreams is as much of an internal process as it is an external process. You can go out there and try everything you could ever imagine. But if you're not willing to sit in yourself and actually reflect on who you are as a person and what your values are and what really draws you, you will never end up finding that dream that actually matters to you. Okay, we're almost there. We've got 2 steps down and 1 to go. And the final one is by far the most important and tangible. The final thing we need to understand when it comes to figuring out our dreams is that if we are to find our true lifelong dreams, we must first start with an imperfect list. I'll give you 2 examples. Let's talk Sony and Facebook. The founder of Sony, Akio Matsuda, decided that his first product would be a rice cooker, and that flopped immensely, a huge failure. And for Mark Zuckerberg, he created a music player and an online chatbot, both of which were huge failures. Sony and Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg and Akio Matsuda have all become household names today. But it started with them saying, hey, I don't necessarily know exactly what I want to do with my life, but I'm just gonna go with a hunch. I'm gonna try the thing that I think is the right direction. So as we close out this video, the best way to move forward is just to write out the first 3 dreams that come to your head. The first 3 that you think you would like to chase, but accept that they're likely going to change. The important part is that we just get started. And once you've got your list of 3 dreams that you think you might want to chase, I want you to get after it. I want you to experiment externally, try a million different things. I want you to experiment internally, discover who you are and what brings you joy. And I want you to chop and change and understand that over the next year or even 2 years, your dreams are going to change crazy amounts. But that's all part of the process. And where we're going to go next is teaching you how you can take those 3 dreams that you've written now and turn them into actionable goals that you can start chasing. I'll see you there.